real estate agents, Arizona. This is Jeff Underwood along with Joey Sampaga.
Hey everyone, how you doing?
We're here at the studio.
It's Maniac Monday today.
That's right, it is.
You feeling like a maniac?
I hear Maniac Monday. Well, I'm getting over a little bit of a cold, so I'm getting into a maniac mood here, yes.
Hey, we just got our logos up here. We're at the Security Title Studio in the heart of the Biltmore, and we're here to bring you some breaking news. I don't know if it's scary news. Actually, it is pretty scary. It can be.
For some people, it will be.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So, I don't know if you've noticed or if you've seen it out there yet, but today, and we're getting some of this news directly from Inman. I'm a member of their Inman Select group, so have access to these stories. One that hit today was all about Zillow. Zillow launching its instant offer pilot program.
Yeah.
Instant offers.
That
could be scary.
That's
right?
real scary.
Well, we've kind of been in that here, right?
That's true.
Here in the Valley, we've seen, many of you have seen obviously things from Open Door and OfferPad.
Yeah.
Which are two of the leaders. I mean, as far as total transaction count last year.
Yeah, 2016.
2016, you've got OfferPad number 2, you've got Open Door number 1. So it's definitely something that we all know about as real estate professionals here in the Valley. This is going to a new level.
Yeah.
Because this is big. Now they're launching it right now in 2 different cities, it looks like, as kind of a test. And those test cities, according to Inman, are Las Vegas and Orlando. Las Vegas, Nevada, and Orlando, Florida. And it's called Zillow Instant Offers. If you're watching this right now live, or if you have anything that you want to say about this, feel free to there's a place to comment there if you're watching it in Security Titles page. But it's really interesting. They actually if you have Inman Select, or if you just want to search it, I know you're able to find something, I think, similar about, this whole thing that's happening right now with Zillow. But I think for a lot of agents, I think it can be a disruptor.
Sure.
It can definitely make them stop and think, okay, wait a minute. Zillow, they've always talked about how they want to,
they want to work with agents.
Work with agents, right? Yeah. But one of the options that people have with this, according to this story, is that they can accept an offer and sell directly to an investor.
Wow.
So whether there's an agent involved or not.
Yeah.
To bypass that completely. Now, if they would rather accept it and work with an agent, then that can also happen. And it looks like, according to this, Zillow will be paying out commission still. So that's good.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
But it is a little... I don't know how long this has been in the works. I'm sure it's been in the works a long time. We were just in New York at the Inman event.
That's right.
And Zillow, there was one of the guys there. You were actually impressed by his, technology, the whole...
He's all about technology, and he says, agents should not be afraid of Zillow because real estate still needs agents. And I'm believing that that's true because they need people to, they need agents to help buyers and sellers through the process, right?
Yep.
Zillow is there to give estimates, and I think you mentioned the stat earlier. What is it? Like 70% of their revenue comes from...
Oh, yeah. A big percentage of the revenue comes from advertising or from the agents that are paying for advertising on Zillow. That's the bulk of their revenue coming in.
Now, the article also talks about how this whole thing works.
Yeah.
And, so I'm actually quoting this. That sellers can sign up their home for instant offers by providing several photos of the home and filling out key information about the property, including home type, bedrooms, features, kind of like what Open Door is doing. Right?
Yeah.
They're getting all the information, and then they're sending it to their investors, and they come back with an offer.
Right.
That's kind of what they're doing.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. So Zillow, looks like that's what they're launching, and it looks like it was today is when it first started. Again, it's not here in the Valley right now. It's Vegas and Orlando. But if you have any comments or anything you want to say regarding that, feel free to do so here in the comment section on Now we're live on Security Title's page right now,
Yeah.
talking through this. But this is something that popped up, and we're like, okay, you know what? We should probably share this with the agents out there.
Exactly.
That this is something that we need to keep our eye on.
Yeah, and I guess the thing to think about is, if it does happen to be successful for Zillow, how are we as agents going to work with Zillow? I mean, is that even possible, you think?
Well, I know one of the things I was reading did talk about or there was a comment in there that the premier agents with Zillow might be able to get additional leads that way.
Okay. Yeah.
So I don't know if this is a sign that many of us need to be working with Zillow.
Yeah, I'm curious. I wonder what percentage they're going to charge. Because with Open Door and OfferPad, I mean, they charge as much as 11%, right? So I'm curious to see what Zillow charges. I don't know if that's in the article or not, is it?
No, as of right now, it looks like they're in this test mode anyway.
Okay.
It seemed to look like they're not charging anything right now.
Yeah.
For testing this platform out. So time will tell.
Yeah. And then there's an agent here who they quoted. It says, Agent Figueroa. He says, this will not eliminate the agent. People need agents, like what we were saying earlier. I'm happy to compete with these investors for the listing just as I compete every day with other agents.
Well, that's a good frame of mind, right?
That's a great frame of mind, yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
With Open Door, for instance, I know that they came into one of our meetings and they talked about, well, you guys shouldn't be afraid of us. We can all work together and still make money. They were saying that if, let's say you focused on FSBOs, well, what you do is you go to a FSBO, and you pull up the address, pull it up in Open Door, get have it set to your address or your email address, and then get an offer, and then go to the FSBO and say, hey, I got a buyer who's willing to buy your house for this amount.
Yeah.
And that way it kind of opens the door to possibly picking up that listing later.
Yeah.
I guess we just need to figure out how we're to work with these companies. Because if you're saying that Open Door was number one and OfferPad was number two, amongst the, top team agents here in Valley.
Yeah.
Where do you think Zillow will be? That's crazy.
And Zillow pushes out a lot of money to advertise Zillow. I mean, how many people, if you're listening to this and you're an agent, this probably really irks you, because how many times do you have a buyer?
Yeah.
You've set them up on a search through the MLS.
Yeah.
But they still send you information from properties they find in Zillow.
Yeah. Isn't that crazy?
Zillow has done a really, really great job of marketing to the masses that we've put all these properties in a nice format. It's easy to use right on your mobile device.
Yeah.
Now, I know we can all sit here and say, well, their numbers are off, right? Their numbers are off as far as their valuations and things like that. And I know there's some lawsuit right now in some state, I can't remember where it is, somebody that's suing Zillow right now over the Zestimate supposedly that affecting the sell of her house or whatever the case. So, and we won't get into all that, but where I'm going with that is Zillow has done an excellent job of getting on most mobile devices for most buyers that are out there right now.
Yeah, how many times have you, as an agent, I know it happened to me several times already, where you're showing them houses, you're sending them properties, and what about this one in Zillow, right? And then you're looking in the MLS and it's not there. Because we know that the listings in Zillow aren't always accurate all the time.
Right.
So that kind of caused me as an agent to have to download Zillow myself to see what they're talking about.
Ah.
And I
now
don't,
you're a Zillow agency.
Yeah. No. I know. And I don't do that to support them. I do it because I want to see what my clients are seeing.
Right.
So I'm curious to see how well or how not so well this is going to go, and if as agents we ought to be afraid of that.
Don't be afraid, my friend.
I'm not.
Be strong. You're a maniac. You can do this.
That's right.
Anyway, I tell you what, folks. Again, if you get a chance, you can Google Zillow launches instant offers pilot program. You'll get some information out there if you haven't heard about it yet. You might tell some of your friends in the real estate world, hey, check this out. Send them to the Security Titles page if you want, right?
Yeah.
We'll talk about this a little bit, and we'll keep sharing with you things that are happening. Maniac Monday is really for Joey and I to share something that is either breaking news or some type of new technology that's out there, or maybe it's Facebook just made some changes.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's Instagram has come out with so many new things that how do you keep track and how do you make sure that you're doing the right things? Bringing us into Instagram, we have our next class for June. Our classes in June that we're doing for Security Title will be all about Instagram because they have launched so many new things inside that app that it's really hard to keep up.
Exactly. And Instagram, by the way, is the second biggest social media platform that's out there. Over 700 million now, last I have heard. And so we're going to be teaching on that in June. And let me give you some bullet points. Why is Instagram the future for real estate? How to use Instagram for your business. Learn why and how to properly use hashtags, right? And create Instagram stories to tell your stories and engage with your clients using Instagram Live. So those are the things that we'll be teaching. And the dates on that, just so you can write these down, is June 8th from 10 to noon is going to be here at the Security Title corporate office. That's 4722 North 24th Street, Suite 200. And then on June 14th from 11 to 1, we'll be in the West Valley at Weimar, 11 to 1 on June 14th. And then the following week, June 21st, we'll be at Scottsdale, the Scottsdale Area Association of Realtors at SAR, and that's going to be from 10 to noon. So we hope you can make it. And by the way, if you do show up to that, we do have drawings. We'll be doing these mics again. And
something different next
month. Yeah, that's right. We may be doing... that's right. We might be doing a mini drone.
Yeah, we're looking at some different things to offer for next month in June.
Yeah, so if you do show up, we'll put 3 entries in for you. So it'll be cool.
Yeah. You can actually still get an entry for, we're giving away 4 of these through the month of May. We're going to draw at the end of the month. So if you subscribe to the Weekly Closer podcast, if you go to theweeklycloser.com, just go ahead and subscribe there. You'll get your name in the drawing for one of the blue snowball mics.
That's right. And then tomorrow, we have a Top Producer
Tuesday.
Yep,
with
Top Producer Tuesday.
Yes. And tomorrow that's going to roll out is Laura Myers with Keller
has
Williams.
A very interesting story on how she gets her leads.
Yes, her referral system is
crazy. Awesome. You need to definitely stay tuned and listen to that podcast because she divulges some secrets on what she does.
Yeah. So join us or watch it for tomorrow. It'll be out first thing in the morning.
Yeah. We'd love to hear, if you're watching this, we'd love to hear your comments on what you think of this Zillow story. Google it, look it up, read it, comment. Let us know what you think.
Yeah, absolutely. Love to get your input.
Yeah.
All right, guys. I guess we can finish up and then, let's see, tomorrow. Don't miss out Laura Myers' interview.
Yep.
It's going to be great. And until next time, guys. I was
going to say, don't miss Thursdays. It's Think Tank Thursday. That's going to kind of be a surprise, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so.
All right. Okay, hey, until next time, take care, all.
God bless.